everyone, this is Mrs. McManus. Just wanted to give you a quick screencast on search warrants and talk a little bit about what they are and how one obtains them, or I should say how police obtain them in the state of Massachusetts. So to begin with, a police officer just can't go and issue their own warrants. I know, when you see a TV show, that kind of seems like how it is, but that is not really at all how it really is. So the people that can actually issue a warrant are people who are in the court system. And this is according to MGL. So judge or a magistrate or an assistant clerk magistrate that has power that is granted to them through the statute, through the law. And so typically you'll see that it is through a superior court judge who does have jurisdiction over the entire state for both a search warrant and an arrest warrant. Or it can also be a district court judge or a district court clerk magistrate. And they can issue search warrants for crimes committed within their particular jurisdiction. So you'll see, for example, that, the Air District Courthouse, which is, close by to us, obviously, only has jurisdiction over a certain amount of cities and towns. And then you'll also see that specialty courts can also administer or issue judges, and these might be for health and safety violations and inspections and that type of thing. Now, when police want to obtain a warrant, first they actually have to fill out an application, and they also have to fill out what's called an affidavit, and I'll be showing one of these to you in class. So then the judge or the magistrate reviews this for probable cause. It has to also state where the premises, where it's going to be searched, what items they're looking for, and what items they're planning on seizing. Are there any circumstances that authorize a no-knock entry, which means that the police don't have to knock and serve the warrant, they can just go on in? Is this warrant going to be actually carried out during the nighttime? Did the affiant sign the affidavit and the application? So in this case, it'd be the police officer. And also, did they already present it to another magistrate? Meaning, had they already once tried to obtain a warrant for these things, but perhaps there was no probable cause, right? Or perhaps there was another reason why it wasn't issued. Now, the magistrate or the judge signs the warrant, and then the warrant itself is actually numbered, and if it's issued in district court. If it's issued in superior court, their process is just a little bit different. But I really don't need you to know the specifics. This is honestly just so that you know that there is a process in obtaining the warrant. Now, after the warrant is approved, they must actually retain the affidavit. So again, the affidavit is that document that states, "Hi, I'm a police officer. Here's my experience. Here are the facts and circumstances that lead me to believe that there is evidence and that I need a search warrant to obtain that evidence." And so they actually have to keep that affidavit and file it in court within 3 days. And then it actually has to be attached to the warrant. Once the warrant is actually served, the police bring it back to the courthouse and they have to keep it on record. And you'll see that they're all returnable to the district court. Now, you might be asking, well, what can a warrant be issued for? Well, anything that's stolen, whether it's embezzled, whether it's obtained in the commission of a crime. For example, somebody breaks into somebody's house and steals their computers and TVs, then that could be something that they could look for on a search warrant. Other things that are used to commit a crime, including things worn or things used during or things used after to conceal a crime. So, for example, let's say somebody stabbed somebody else, and the police could actually be looking for a sweatshirt that might have blood on it, that might have evidence that in fact that person stabbed them. Now, also things that are unlawful to possess or which are possessed for an unlawful purpose. So of course we know, guns can be illegal if they are not properly bought, if they are not properly permitted or have a license to carry, and so on and so forth. Now, dead bodies, you can actually issue a search warrant for dead bodies, or the body of a living person for whom there is an arrest warrant. So an arrest warrant is different than a search warrant, and that's when the police have issued an arrest warrant because if that person is found, perhaps in this case maybe they're missing, then they will be arrested upon them finding them. And so perhaps, they have reason to believe that a person is hiding out in the basement of John Doe. Well, then they could issue a search warrant to search the basement of John Doe so that they could find that person. So that is it when it comes to search warrants. This is just, like I said, a quick check-in, and we will be talking more about search and seizure in the days to come. Thanks.